We created a 3-part color grading bootcamp sharing how we color grade our YouTube videos. This is part 2 where Jack will go over some basic color grading in DaVinci Resolve. So make sure to check out part 1 where we go over project settings before moving forward with this video. Just a note, we are coloring a clip from our Sony a7S III shot in S-Log3 and a clip from DJI Osmo Pocket 3 shot in D-Log-M. Now be ready to follow along as Jack shares how to color grade.
In part 1, we set up the project settings, created a few nodes, and set up the CST. Now we'll go into the 3 basic color adjustments. I like to do it in this order: exposure, contrast, and saturation. So this first clip was shot on the Sony a7S III with the S-Log3 S-Cine gamut. And we want to make sure the CST is in the right settings for this clip. So on the second node, I will adjust the global exposure. We overexpose the Sony footage because Sony's S-Log3 tends to be more grainy and noisy when it's exposed properly or underexposed. The shot would just be cleaner if we bring the exposure down rather than bringing it up in color grading. So I like to use the global exposure in the HDR tab. You can hold and drag the exposure left or right to bring the exposure down or bring the exposure up. Since I have a color grading panel, I'm just going to use the panel to speed up the workflow. Once I find a good point to take the global exposure, I'll take a look at the shot and decide if it needs contrast. If it does, I'll go into the next node and adjust the contrast up and down. So I think this shot can benefit from a little bit more contrast. So contrast tab is here, and same thing, you can drag and pull it to the right to add contrast or take it to the left to take down the contrast. And all I'm gonna do is bring this up slightly. Next, I'll go back to the second node again to adjust the specular, highlight, light, as well as the shadow. So I like to start in the middle with light, and same thing, you just hold and drag in the direction that you want to take it. I'm just going to bring the light exposure down a bit and go into the highlight and bring it down a little bit and take down the specular just a tad. I still think that this image is a little too bright, so what I'm gonna do is take the global exposure down a little bit more. This is a great starting point. Once I'm at a good point, I'll pause to see if the white balance is accurate or do I want to push it a certain direction to motivate a warm feel or a cool feel. I think at this point it looks pretty neutral, so I do want to make it a little bit warmer. So you have 2 options, either to drag the temperature to the right to give a warmer look, or I will use the global exposure wheel and adjust it a little bit more to the warm side. So I'll just add a little bit more warmth. And that's good enough for me. Sometimes it helps to push the saturation a little higher before adjusting the white balance. So I'm gonna use the saturation in the global wheel to add a little bit, to add some saturation. And that's good. Sometimes it takes a few tries to go back and forth between the nodes because you'll notice one thing has changed that has affected the next node. By adding some of the saturation, I'm noticing that it's a little too warm. So I want to go back to my second node and use the global wheel to cancel out some of that warmth. So pushing it towards the bluer region. And that's good. So I think this clip looks good. Let's work on the next clip. So this is our DJI clip. Reset the node by right click on it and reset. Let's add a few nodes first. And then add the LUT on the very last, on the conversion LUT on the very last layer. DJI, Pocket 3, D-Log gamut. and I want to make all of my adjustments before the LUT. So in that same sense, I want to start with the global exposure, and I want to bring this down to about there. So on the next node, I do want to add some contrast to make the mountains pop a little bit more. So by turning the contrast up, and now I want to go back to my previous node and take the exposure down slightly more. And then on my third node, I'm going to add the saturation in the global saturation to see what that looks like. So I'm going to keep pushing it right around there. Going back to the first node, I think I want to warm this image up a bit and just pushing the wheel a little to the left. And a little more, and right there. And fine tune the last bits with the specular, bringing the specular highlight down. And then also the highlight down. And I think the light, I'll take that down a bit as well. And the shadows, I want to push the shadows up a bit. And I want to see if I can also bring the dark as well as the black up. That looks good. So that is the 3 basic color grading adjustments: exposure, contrast, and saturation.
That's it for the basic color grading tutorial. We kind of recommend you get used to adjusting your exposure, contrast, and saturation before moving forward with part 3 of our bootcamp. In part 3, Jack will go over some few effects that he uses to create our signature look in our YouTube videos. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!